All right, let's talk about Jennifer Lopez. She was not about to dish about her love life on the Today Show. During a chat with Hoda and Savannah, JLO didn't want to talk about her on-again romance with Ben Affleck, even though she talked about it in People magazine. Watch.
How did you find each other again?
I think, we can talk about that backstage if you really want to know. But, I think what we learned from the last time is that love, when you are lucky enough to find it, is so sacred and special, and you have to hold a little bit of that privately.
And later, when Hoda mentioned the People magazine cover, she also hid the part talking about her own breakup with Joel Schiffman. Take a look.
You look beautiful on People. Let me just
you.
block out this corner. You look really. You look.
Why are you trying to block out the corner? You don't want to talk about your personal stuff? Is that what it is, Hoda?
Touche. Touche.
Well, we were talking
We were
about.
already talking about.
Okay, so let's say what we were talking about.
Okay.
You and Jeff think that she covered that up on purpose. Let's be honest. Hoda, that she covered up.
I think she was making
I don't
a
think
joke.
she did.
I think she was making a joke, too. I think it was on purpose. You think she was just showing a picture of JLO, how good she looks? She's right there.
No, because as somebody that used to catch students cheating, Jeff, you know what happens when students get caught cheating? It's like I go to take your paper and you put your hand down on it. And I'm like, what's underneath your paper? And they're like, nothing. You don't hand something to somebody like this as a joke.
Point.
Because she didn't say move my, I think she was trying to
If you
cover
were
it
on
up.
the cover of People magazine and Chris came over and goes, hey, show this picture of JLO, you wouldn't be like, hey, dude, I'm on this magazine?
No,
you
but it wasn't her face. It was a little blurb, and it was something she wasn't proud about.
It was her face.
But it was something she wasn't proud about. I think she was hiding it.
I think it's weird that JLO won't talk about Ben Affleck. Because I think if you go on Hoda, she's going on a late night. If someone can look up what she's doing, I think it's Jimmy Fallon. What are you doing in promoting yourself when you're in an enormously public image and you're like, oh, no, let's not talk about Ben Affleck? That's the big question we all want to know. So unless a publicist said something to them, I don't get her trying to sneak away from Ben Affleck when they're all over the place.
Especially when you're going through a breakup. I want to see people talking about like their real life. You're kind of peeking in a window and seeing
That's
like,
the whole point.
hey, Hoda, what happened? Are you okay through your breakup? Yeah. How about you? You and Ben are back together.
Right.
That's crazy. How's the relationship going? To me, that's a good interview when you're like, we'll talk backstage.
Yeah,
it's
what the
like,
heck?
all
It
right,
actually
well,
makes you look
what are you
bad.
here for?
I agree.
It made
Sam,
JLO
yes.
look bad.
I agree.
And I don't. We'll break the fourth wall here and talk to the audience. When we interview people, our producers come up with questions that we think our audience wants to hear, and we have to ask them. Sometimes they are uncomfortable, but yes, it's our job to ask them. But I think when you're a celebrity coming on, there has to be a little bit of you that's like the person across from you is a professional, and like, don't make me look bad. I have to ask this. Now, if that's Tom Hanks, who doesn't let people into his personal life, that's a weird question. But we've known about this couple.
But he doesn't handle it by making you feel small.
Right.
If you've ever seen a Tom Hanks interview, he always says, oh, we're doing well. And then he kind of like pivots.
Yeah.
And I think that makes the star look a lot more personable. Even though there's a strategy there, you're not making your interviewer feel less than.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the magazine comes in. I think she was going to talk about it and be like, and then kind of make fun of herself. I think that's where the play was.
That could be a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.